Well, hell, you guys probably think it's later in the day than it is for me right now, because usually I say it's 6:15 in the morning and I'm on my way home from work. But guess what? I'm obviously not on my way home from work. What happened? Well, it's actually 6:25 in the morning. I'm home from work, and look at this overgrown garden. I mean, this looks like something cavemen would have foraged out of. But I haven't been taking care of my garden very well. I've been enjoying the getting the lumber, the wood, and that the firewood. I don't know why. It's just this thing. I just love to do it, and I'm addicted. I'm firewood addicted. Well, here's what we're looking for. See these things? These are called squash. But we're actually looking for some young ones that most people I know wouldn't. Oh, there's younger plants over there. These are all volunteer plants. One of the reasons this overgrew was because I decided to see what all would come up, because we had these volunteer plants coming up. It was pretty neat. I'm thinking maybe next year we'll take and till all this down and just randomly throw seeds in it and see what happens. I don't know. But anyways, what we want are young squash. The older squash, they're good for frying and stuff, but they're not good for what we're going to do today, which is we're going to make squazzannia. And Squazzannia is very, very good shit. But you got to have young squash for that. Oh yes, and you see, here's young squash over here. Ah, very good. Very good. Oh yes. This one's a little too young. This is perfect. Oh, that's perfect. No, here's another one. It's a little on the young side, but it'll still work really well. This is a tree. And it looks like a sumac tree, but I'm not real sure. Oh, this here is Asian, what's it called? Asian greens. And that's actually all gone to waste. It's been in there too long. I couldn't eat it fast enough. I planted too much. It grew a lot better than I thought it would. It's kind of similar to bok choy, but it's more tender. All right, so that's the opening for today. If you don't like it, well, go screw yourselves, you bunch of nimwits. So today we're going to explore Squazzannia. It's one of the family favorites, and I'll be showing some sauce, and it's this Mid's Italian sausage. Like, I don't know what it is. I had to read it. But it's this Mid's Italian sausage. Now that is the only spaghetti sauce you ever want to use in lasagna. If you're going to make lasagna and use anything besides this, then you ought to use like a marinara or something. Because any other spaghetti sauce is going to make it taste kind of like Chef Boyardee. Right. First thing you want to do is get out your cooking dish here. I don't know what the ladies call it, but here at Buckeye Boys, we don't like to clean the dishes, so we just throw the old dishes out and get new ones. And let's see, we'll want the largest one. That looks like it's going to be it. Oh, here's a nice one. There's a nice one for lasagna. Yeah. And here's a nice one for squazzannia. There we go. And there's that crap. Alright, and then you got something to start your forest fire with. Right there.
I hear that Pyrex.
First thing you want to do, even when you buy this new Pyrex kind of stuff, is wash it all out before you use it. I rinse it at least. See this dirty dishes? It's because our garbage disposal won't chew them up and throw them down the drain. We'll have to probably scoop them up and throw them in the trash. Okay. You want to cough. Cough all through the silverware and everything if you can.
Okay. Okay.
Now this is a lovely chance to sit across the table from someone you care about, love very much. Have a sip of Yellow Butterfly, Blue Ridge Rouge, and so this is very good. This is actually not hamburger. This is ground, what's it called? Ground round. It's a 90-10. There's hardly any fat in it at all. Browning a pound of beef. Really. Okay, that's pretty good. Then we're going to mix it all up, and that's going to be our sauce. Now you want to take some of that nice warm sauce and just put it over top of everything in there. Oh yeah, just sprinkle it around. Oh, you want to use plenty. I like my food sloppy. Then it's time for the cheeses. First we'll start with Parmesan, and you just kind of sprinkle a good bit of Parmesan on it. I usually put my Parmesan the thickest on the bottom, like so. Then this is provolone. You can also use mozzarella. Then you want to grab the ricotta cheese and put that on there. We're just kind of putting it all around. Just get little, how I do, get little bits of spoonfuls like that and just fling it on is how I do it. And very little of this. This is smoothing it out. I'll do a little, but very little. Take more sauce, put that sauce right over it. Of course, more squash. I had all different shapes and sizes this time. With Squazzannia, it can be simple. You just kind of give it a covering like that. And now this time, instead of meat, we're going to go with the cheese first. Cheese. I cheesed it. Okay. You're gonna wind up being all bound up before morning. Hey, now always remember, before you get too far along, like I did, you want to preheat your oven to 350. If you preheat your oven before you get too far along, it'll be, you know, preheated before you get to the point where you need it, and you won't have to stand around like me waiting for it to preheat. You want to preheat your oven now to 350. Same way we did the squash, we're going to do as you preheat your oven before you get too far along. It'll be, you know, preheated before you get to the point where you need it, and you won't have to stand around like me waiting for it to preheat. You always want to prime the palate. We're going to leave her in there for right around a half an hour, or until the cheese starts to get sort of browny, kind of burny on the top. That's exactly what we're looking for. Got carried away cleaning, washing dishes.
That looks good, Dad.
Oh yeah, and it's soupy. It's really lots of sauce. That's the way we like it. See that? How that's the cheese on top is brown. That's what we were looking for. Now what you want to do is let this cool down for 5 or 10 minutes and dig in. It's going to be freaking good. Oh boy, now we've waited our... Oh, it's just sick. Oh, look at it all over my plate. Just sickening. Making me sick for myself. Oh yeah. I can't wait to dig into that. Alright. That's the stuff. You know, we kind of like things sloppy around here, so it's perfect for us. Now, if you don't want it to be soupy like that, obviously don't use so much spaghetti sauce. But I don't know, Squazzannia, love it. All right. Now I goofed off and I screwed around and I cooked a fancy meal, and I just wasted a day away. I didn't get any lumber today. I got to get back to work. More reading meters and more working all night long, and it just don't end. I hope you guys are happy with it. So we'll see you next Tuesday.